Hello.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
Hi, now introducing Miss Fiance. This is a latest exclusive, literally 2 days post engagement.
2 freaking days, dude.
Yes, how are you
Tur-
feeling?
I am on cloud nine. I have not cried this much in my entire life.
Oh my
Like in
god.
in a good way. Like this, like even this morning, I was in tears
Over
all
what?
day. Just like all of the love, dude. Like all
Aww.
of the people that I so I posted it on TikTok, right? And I'm getting all the congrats, this, that, and the third. But then I posted it on Instagram, and I'm getting texts from people that I haven't heard from in years, being like, I love this for you. Like, I know how much you wanted this. Like, I'm so glad you found your person. Like, you're like, you deserve so much love. Like, you're the most deserving. And also on top of that, like, complete strangers on TikTok commenting, being like, I've been here through all of your breakups, and I've been here since you wondering when it was going to be your turn. Like, just the people being there through every stage of my life is like it's like I feel like they watched me grow up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just so insane. So I was just so overwhelmed by the amount of people that were so nice that I was like like just
Aww.
yeah. So I'm on cloud freaking nine.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank
I know.
you.
I know you have wanted this and you have waited so patiently and it
Mhm.
just seems like you guys fit perfectly together.
Thanks.
Also saw Mama Talk commented.
I
Did
know.
you do you know her? Do
I
you
don't
follow?
she
Like,
we're mutuals on Talk About Queen,
oh, okay.
but we're not on the actual like my personal one. But
I
yeah,
was
I
like
saw.
starstruck by that.
And Coca-Cola commented too. I
Uh-uh.
was like, you trying to send me like 10 cases of Diet Coke for the
Seriously?
wedding? Like,
Y'all
hello?
trying to, yeah,
Y'all trying to, and then nerds commented, I said, y'all trying to,
after wedding snack?
I
Dessert?
was like, after the BS that you put me through, 3 hours of my life putting that costume together,
3 hours?
it took me 3 hours to
What?
glue those freaking pom-poms on.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
3 hours to glue all of those freaking pom-poms on.
I also peeped the funniest comment of this girl saying, Brittany, I'm so happy for you. I happened to see you on a date at like some hotel. At some hotel.
My jaw was on the floor
She said, I you looked so bored or something like that. She's
because
like,
I
I'm
know
so happy for
exactly who it
you.
was with.
Wait, do I know who it
It
was?
was my ex-boyfriend.
Oh, the like before Alex?
Yeah,
Immediately? Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
Because I've only been to Hotel Green with two people,
oh my gosh.
Alex and my ex.
She said you were bored to tears.
I plead the fifth.
Were you? Come on, just say it.
I was. I
My
was.
gosh, how early on was this? Like in the
I
dating?
honestly don't. I mean, we really only dated for like 3 or 4 months. Like it was a really
Right.
short amount of time.
Yeah, it was short. Oh,
Twas. I
every
know.
what's that country song? All these things led me to you. Every whatever led
Every
long,
long
long.
lost
There you
dream
go. There
brought
you
me
go.
to where you are. Oh God, I
Uh-huh.
can't get emotional
They were like
again.
Northern Stars.
Daggone it. Carry me on my way into your loving arms. Daggone it!
Yep. Yep. True story
God bless
written.
the broken freaking road,
The
man.
broken.
Ugh.
Woo.
Wow.
Wow.
What a freaking classic.
Oh my
Daggone it.
gosh. Well, I love it for you that it's been just like an overwhelming outpouring of
Love and
love because
support.
you're so excited, but having like thousands of people excited with you is gotta be just,
Overwhelming.
yeah.
Like, people being like, I'm jumping up and down with you. Like, it's quite literally insane, but in the best way possible. Like, I keep fidgeting with it, and then I keep looking down at it, and I'm like, There's a ring on my finger.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ring on my finger. Like
So good.
she cute.
I
She's
love
so
it.
cute.
Do you love it? Like, is that the cut, everything that you would have
It is
wanted?
exactly what I wanted. He got it down to a freaking T, all the way until, like, it has little like diamonds along the band, but then it doesn't on the bottom. Check.
Mm.
Hidden halo on the side. Check. I wanted like there's little it's so hard to see on this thing, but like right there where the diamond is, there are little tiny diamonds on the hidden halo. Check.
Aww.
And on all the little diamonds that are here, I did a lot of research just to be like about the ring that I wanted specifically, because the last thing that I wanted was for stones to fall out or me have to constantly worry about stones falling out.
Mm-hmm.
So on the little stones that are on the actual band, there's four prongs holding each individual stone, and there's four prongs holding this stone. Check, checkity check.
Love it. So you gave
Done.
him like a checklist of what you wanted.
I did.
Okay,
And
good. I mean, not bad to be
he
prepared.
signed, sealed, delivered.
I love it.
Me too.
Okay, now were you genuinely surprised? Because guys, behind the scenes, Brittany and I have been she's been keeping me updated every week. I'm like, when do you think it's gonna happen?
Right.
There were some hints dropped, but I
Yes.
honestly did not think it was gonna happen at this little outdoor fun date.
Genuinely didn't think so either.
I was really thinking like
Wholeheartedly.
right before Christmas,
Me
like
too.
17th to the 21st. We had it down to the day,
We
the
did.
week.
100%. Like, so I, when I tell you I was surprised, I was shocked.
So good though.
Like, it was, and he even said that he wanted it to be a surprise.
Good.
And I was like, you're dropping so many hints. Like, how is this going to be a surprise? But then he pulled it off so freaking well.
Looking back, did you think earlier in the night now like he was acting kind of funny or he was
Yes.
acting kind of weird?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what were the
For
signs?
sure. He kept doing this to his pockets because he had a
Okay.
coat on, and he kept going like this.
Uh-huh.
Like, I turned around once and he was like this because he has two zipper pockets right here on his coat. And but then he unzipped it and pulled out a Burt's Bees bottle or like little tube. So I was like, okay, he's just looking for his chapstick. Didn't think anything of it. And then when we were walking around, my hands were cold. So, and I'll get to that part later, but I would just stick my hand in his pocket because I was cold and I didn't have gloves on. And then, like, just him, like, looking at the time, being like, okay, we're good on timing, we're good on timing. And I'm like, in the back of my head, I was like, because he didn't tell me where we were going. I had no idea. So I was like, is it like, do we have to be there right at 7, or can we get there like, because the plans were at 7 o'clock on the dot. I was like, do we have time to do we have to be there right at 7, or do we have a little bit of wiggle room? Like, can we get there a little after 7? He was like, yes and no. I was like, unhelpful, but okay. Like, so it was just like little tiny signs.
Yeah.
Like, looking back, I was like, Brittany, so obvious, but me, I'm like, "Bleh," in my own little world, had no idea.
But it's so crazy because you weren't like you were really analyzing it on the side like every day. Like
I was.
it's I just love it. I love that you were so genuinely surprised. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, when you FaceTimed me, I knew. I was like,
Really?
yes, yes. I was like, oh my God. Like I kind of knew, but like obviously it didn't confirm because when you answered, you were just like flat face, like just like I was like, oh, okay. And then boom, right to the
I went,
nose.
I picked up Sophia and went, hello, and I just immediately, like you did. You were like, either you went, hello, or hi, and I just went, and your face, Sophia's face, literally, like, if you're watching on the YouTube, you can see, like, the actual reaction. It's like, when I flashed my hand up, she went, just immediately. And she was like, no way. And she's like, tell me everything. And of course, like, I'm out. So I'm like screaming through the phone. And then I was like, I'm just going to text you. And then I knew her and I were going to debrief eventually. So here we
Yeah.
are about to debrief everything.
I loved it. Like it was just so real. Like it was amazing to like see the ring on the finger. It was just oh.
I know.
It was wild.
'Twas
I
perfect.
loved it. I've seen so many of those videos of like their friends telling other friends that they're engaged. I currently have no friends married. So like you're going to be my first one. So this was my first experience of someone telling me they're getting married.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a big day
Wow.
for me, probably bigger than yours, but
I'm glad that I could be your first.
yeah, I know it's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited for like all the wedding, like the bachelorette party, like all the
All the
stuff.
weddingy things.
Yeah. Wow.
All right.
Well, any
Divulge
any
the
like
story.
more, yeah, any more details you want to tell?
I can tell the whole kit and caboodle, the whole shebang,
Oh, okay.
start to finish if we want.
Yeah.
It won't take too long. But
Yeah, go ahead.
so it all started at birth. No, I'm just kidding. It all started just
Full
kidding.
score and
Full
17 years ago.
full school 7 years ago. I so last week for me was a hot mess. It was an absolute hot mess of a week for me. Like crying every night. Not a great week. Couldn't tell you why. No idea. But a part of it is like work related things and then just like feeling sad. So Alex and I were on the phone and we were talking, and I think it was like day 3 of me calling him crying. And he's an angel. He sat there on FaceTime and just listened to me sob. It was great. Very therapeutic. So eventually he was like, you know what? I'm off this weekend. He said, I'm going to surprise you with a date night. And I had been talking to him in previous months, like leading up. I was telling him that I love the idea and the thought of him telling me that, like, oh, be ready by this time. I'm not telling you where I'm taking you, but this is the vibe. This is what you need to wear. And, like, I'll pick you up at blank time. You know what I mean? Because I've always seen that, but I've never experienced it. So he was just like, you know what? And so, like, I could, like, on FaceTime, when you're on FaceTime somebody and their phone is moving and you can tell they're, like, texting or something. So he was doing that. And I was like, what are you doing? He's like, don't worry about it. And I'm like, okay. So then he goes, he said, how about this? You choose where we go to dinner. He's like, I got the rest of the night. And then he was like, I don't surprise you enough. He said, I'm so sorry. He was like, it'll be better. It'll be easier once we don't have the distance.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like, I need to prioritize surprising you more. So
Okay.
he's like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, it's fine. Like, I'm thankful for the time that we do get together. So day of, fast forward, it's Saturday. He comes to my house. We go to a quick dinner, and but what was so funny is that was like leading up to, it was like Saturday during the day. I went to the Bazaar with my mom and Ryan, and we're just shopping around. Alex is like, I can't wait to see you. That's not unusual. I'm like, can't wait to see you too.
Obviously.
Right. I'm
Who
like, duh,
couldn't
who
wait? Yeah.
wouldn't be excited to see me? Hello. So I'm like, okay, fine, cool. So whatever. So we're but then, I'm down, like, I got myself ready. I like something told me I wore, because he said we're gonna be outside and it's gonna be cold. So he said dress warm. So I'm like, okay, I still want to look cute and I still want to dress warm. So I wore some jeans. I wore my little UGG slippers because they're just like super warm and comfy. And then I was like trying to decide what sweater I wanted to wear, but then I decided to wear a white sweater. So I'm like, okay. So then I wore like my big fuzzy furry coat. So he picks me up, we go to dinner, and but before that, I'm sitting downstairs waiting for him to come to my house, and my roommate, actually out of the blue, she just goes, "Oh, I have a hack for you." And I was like, "What?" And she just goes, "It's cold outside." She goes, "I don't know about you, but whenever I walk around and it's cold outside, my eyes water. So do you have waterproof mascara?" Sign number 1.
Oh my gosh.
I, again, thought nothing of it. I was like, oh yeah, like, that means, like, because my eyes have watered sometimes. My nose runs when it gets cold, and some people's eyes water. And I was like, and I said, I don't have waterproof mascara, but that's genius. Like, I was like, oh, that's so true. Like, I need to do that for next time.
Yeah.
So, we go to dinner, everything's fine. Alex is like constantly checking his phone. He's like, we're doing great on timing, we're doing great on time, blah, blah, blah. So then we pull up to Lewis Ganter Botanical Gardens, right? So we get out, we go inside, and then my friends Wade and Lexi show up, and they're married. They've been together for like 10 plus years, but they pull up, and we're all walking around, we're taking pictures, and we're looking around at all the pretty lights, like taking photos, going down different paths, getting hot chocolate, all the good stuff. And then at one point they had the main greenhouse, which is like the huge, if you've ever been to Lewis Ginter, they have like this huge greenhouse, and they have two separate rooms, and then in the back room they have the gigantic Christmas tree. But it was under construction, so the gigantic Christmas tree was in front. It was outside. So, we walked inside the greenhouse, and Alex was like, "Hey babe, like, do you want to get a picture in front of the Christmas tree?" Again, not out of the ordinary. So I'm like, yeah, like I was like, oh yeah, like we have to get a picture. We have to get a picture. So then I hand Lexi my phone. I was like, do you mind taking my picture? And then she was like, she goes, oh, I have another hack. So she's completely distracting me from what's going on in my peripheral, but like I'm not paying attention. Have you seen the hack where people like go to take a picture, but they do this and then they turn their front camera on and put their phone here so you can see how you look in the photo?
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, I love to do this because like you can actually see. So I'm hyper focused on the phone to make sure that like I'm on my good side. I'm like standing like how I'm posing how I want to, completely and utterly distracted. So Lexi starts to take pictures. Next thing you know, Wade comes out the cut with a professional grade camera. Again, me being stupid, don't think anything of it. The first thing that pops in my head was, where did that camera come from? Because he was not wearing it when we walked in, when we were outside. Like, that is the first thing that popped into my head. I was like, where did that come from? And then I said, oh, wait, but that camera.
I know. Do you get the pictures back or no?
Not yet. Well, Wade just got surgery, so
Oh,
he's fine.
okay.
He made it out alive. He's good. But so I didn't think freaking twice about it.
Crazy.
And then next thing you know, Alex looks at me and he goes, "Babe, do you know why Wade has the camera?" And that's when I immediately clocked it. And I was like, and I looked at him, I said, "Is this actually happening right now?" And he goes, "Yes, ma'am, it's happening right now." And I was like, "That's not happening." And he said, "It's happening." He stuck his hand in his pocket, pulled the ring out, got down on one knee, and I blacked out pretty much. And he was like, "Will you marry me?" And I said yes. And in midst of me completely and utterly making a fool out of myself and sobbing, then I like fall to my knees and collapse into him, and and it's just like a full on cutesy moment when it was so crazy because like when he was doing it, like a tiny thought in the back of my head went off, and I was like, I really hope nobody like photobombs or
Oh,
like try to be cute or try to be funny and like do something. Like that was my first thought.
mm.
But what is insane is that when I looked at the pictures on my phone, it's almost like as soon as he got down on one knee, everyone cleared out of the way.
Oh, good.
Like I think there was only one photo where there was like a dude in the background. And then after that, nothing.
Yeah.
And I was so like, I'm crying. I'm looking at the ring. I'm like, oh my God, I have a ring on my finger. Everyone's cheering. Everyone's like, yeah, like, did she say yes? Because I didn't audibly say yes. I just shook my head because I was sobbing. And, we were walking away and I was like, wait, I said yes, right? And like so many people started laughing, and Alex was like, yes, you said yes. And I was like, I can't breathe. And he was like, and at that point I had like genuinely had no idea that he was going to do it, because he kept saying, because I told him when we were kind of talking about like next steps and wanting to be serious, I said before, and I even told him like in a general sense, I was like, whoever I end up being with, I said I need them to not only talk to my dad for the more traditional side of things, but I also need them to talk to my mom because she's played such a huge important role in my life. So I was like, I want whoever I end up being with to talk to my mom too. So at that point, the night before it was happening, he like the little hints that he would drop is like, I still need to talk to your mom. Like, I haven't talked to your mom yet. I still need to talk to your mom. But it turns out he had already talked to her.
Oh, so he totally did it under the radar.
Yeah, he did it completely and totally under the radar. So I
Love
had no
it.
idea. And so after that, Alex just like we get in the car, and then he is just like, all right, he was like, on to the next. I was like, on to the next. And he was like, you'll see. So we pull up to the Hoff in Richmond at Harry's, the restaurant.
Yeah.
And we walk in, I walk upstairs, and all of my friends, like my friend group, is sitting up there waiting for me to get there. Like my roommate was there, a couple
Aw.
of my friends were there, like literally every, like besides like a couple of people that couldn't make it, but it was just like it was a full circle moment, and
Yeah.
we just got to celebrate with my friends.
And like everyone is there for you. That had to feel like
Exactly.
so like they're all waiting for you just to
Yes.
like be around you and be happy with you and be joyful with you and
Mm-hmm.
just oh, I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. It was
That
so
was so
fun.
good. The
I
end, but like
know.
honestly just the beginning.
Literally. I'm already stressed about planning. It's been two
Do you
days.
do you think you'll get a wedding planner? Do people like is that essential or
So
what?
it definitely makes your life easier. But so a lot of times what they'll do is different venues, they have planners, they have
Mm.
coordinators. So you can either hire a wedding coordinator that's like outside of the venue, or
Mhm.
you can hire a wedding coordinator that's like that the venue has there. So like if it's like a venue specific coordinator, then they can like then they obviously know the venue the best, and they can like help you with all the details and everything and help the vendors with details and things like that. But if you hire an outside planner, you have to get it like approved with the venue
Oh.
at some places. It's just like it's super in depth. Like I've done some research because I was like because Alex and I were both talking and we were like, should we get a wedding planner? Like,
Yeah.
just because we have a checklist of like, I found a checklist on Pinterest and it was like, this is what you need to get accomplished a year out. This is what you need to get accomplished like 10 to 12 months, like 10 months. And then it goes like 10 months, 8 months, 6 months, 4 months, things like that.
Amazing.
These are all the things that you need to get done. So the main priority right now is guest list, venue, budget.
How many people you think?
We have already gotten our guest list. It's 70 people.
You already have it?
Mm-hmm.
Efficiency.
And that's if everyone says yes, it's 70 people.
I love it. That's a small wedding, right?
It's yes.
Okay.
Anything under 100 is considered, well, technically anything under 80 is considered micro.
Oh my God.
So, well, actually, it depends on the venue. Technically, if it's 0 to 50, that's micro. If it's 51 to 100, that's small, I
Mm-hmm.
guess. So, because we have I think it's like maybe like 70 to 75 tops, and that's if we haven't forgotten anybody. But
There you
like
go.
yeah, we just kind of sat down and just like nailed our guest list, and my analytical and planner brain is coming out. It really is, because I'm such a planner.
Yeah.
I love the fact that Alex is such a go with the flow kind of guy
Mm-hmm.
that I can just like do it, and he's like, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thank God. Thank God. Because if he was too like I definitely everything that I think I call him though. And I'm like, what do you think about this? So it's not like I'm not totally excluding him from everything. Like
Mm-hmm.
he definitely has a say. Obviously, it's his wedding too, but he's very much like whatever you want. He's like, yeah. He's like, I like it. I'm down. I'm like, thank God. Thank God.
Seriously. That's
So,
how men should be.
no kidding. But
Like it would be different if you were telling him no all the time, but like
mhm.
he's truly just happy to like do what you
Yeah,
want.
literally. Yeah.
And you have good taste. I'm so excited to like see how it all comes together.
Me freaking too.
Oh my gosh.
I've already emailed 11 venues.
Oh my gosh. Brittany,
Hee hee.
you're so on it. What
I
are you thinking? Outdoor, indoor, chapel, no chapel?
indoor.
All the way indoor?
Indoors. You didn't watch SpongeBob, you don't know.
No, yes, I do know that one.
Indoors.
Indoor.
Take it away, Penny. It's indoors. For sure.
Okay,
I do not want the stress of we're having to worry about the weather,
true.
and I don't want the extra fee if it rains and they need to throw up a tent real quick.
Oh,
That's an
I didn't
extra
think about
fee.
that.
So I'm like, I'm not trying to worry. I am not trying to worry whether it be cloudy and the lighting looks bad, if it's sunny and the lighting is awful because it's so sunny, there's no clouds, like nothing.
True.
That's just too much stress. I'd rather it just be indoors so people could be comfortable.
Yeah.
So, yep, indoors. That's all we have so far.
Okay, amazing.
I know.
Well, I can't wait to like keep hearing more about it
As we
go
go,
on.
I took a quiz to see like what my vibe is, and apparently my aesthetic is classic.
Period.
I'm like, okay, that's fine.
The classics never get old.
Yeah, very classic, very floral. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I want.
Yeah, because you want it to age well too. Like
Hmm.
in 20 years, you want to love it as well.
I don't want it to be like the teal and coral cowboy boots,
Chevron.
high low dresses, chevron. Because my like OG Pinterest board
Mm-hmm.
was like teal short dresses with cowboy boots and sunflowers. Which if that's your vibe, great, but that's kind of criminal, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's not. It's really like sign of the times, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
very, very much. But yeah, so the vibes are gonna be very, very pretty, very classic, very I just love florals. So I think that's definitely gonna be a part of it too. I
Gorgeous.
know.
Sorry, one more question. Are you excited to go wedding dress shopping? Do you have any
I
ideas?
am ecstatic to go wedding
Yeah.
dress shopping. I know exactly what I'm looking for.
Oh, okay.
I have I have been dreaming about this for my entire life.
Yeah.
Entire life.
So
Did you
cute.
see what my mom sent to Alex?
Yeah. It
I'm just
was
gonna show the
it was at the end of
message.
something, like
It
a
was
video.
after it was yeah, it was after my mom or Alex and my mom had talked on the phone to and she sent him this. It's little Brittany in a wedding dress because I used to like play getting married all the time. I would make my dad marry me at least once a week.
I love it.
Like me come down in my little wedding dress and my mom would go, "Here comes the bride, all dressed in white."
So
You know?
cute.
I know. So I've been dreaming about this for so long that I know exactly the kind of dress I want. I know like literally everything.
Will you be showing your friends your wedding dress once it's picked, or is it going to be a surprise for everyone?
I have not decided. I know I cannot keep my mouth shut, so I'm probably going to show people,
Okay.
like my friends and stuff and family. I know I cannot keep my mouth shut. I'm a certified yapper. I can't keep it. I can keep a secret. I can keep other people's secrets because
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10 I'm going to forget it in like a day or two. But as far as the dress goes and like showing my friends, I'll be like, look at my wedding dress. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be so excited to show
Yeah.
people. So, yeah.
Love it. Certified yapper. Can't
Yup.
help it.
Nope. Born and raised.
Born and raised, baby.
Mm hmm.
Okay, what do you got for me this week?
I don't know.
Wait, did you write down something or
I
no?
did. You're right. Duh. Okay.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
I was like, wait, did I?
Great day. Yes, I did write something down. Okay. What is a makeup product that complete 180? What is a makeup product that you're loving right now?
Personally, Maybelline setting powder. It's the one that comes in like the
Ooh.
square jar.
Yes.
I originally started using it probably about 4 years ago. It was a dupe for the Laura Mercier setting powder that's like
Mm.
so good. And it's still so good. I have other setting powders, but I went out of my way to like buy it again the other day on Amazon.
Okay.
It's just I use the shade Fair and it's like $6 and it just sets so perfectly. And
I love that.
I love her always.
That's so great.
Yeah. What about you?
Mine is Tarte Face Tape. The foundation.
Ooh, the foundation. Okay, I have the concealer, not the
It
foundation.
is so good. Like, I've been using it every single day since I bought it on Black
Hmm.
Friday.
Oh, okay, it was Black Friday
Yeah,
purchase.
so I went to Ulta because I was like, my favorite um shampoo brands are Pureology and Redken. Those are my two favorites. So I knew that they had Redken and Pureology on Black Friday. So I went, and of course, the ones that I used were not on Black Friday. But, oh, I know, it was ridiculous. Like for Pureology, it was only one type of shampoo and conditioner. And same thing with Pureology. It was only, I mean, Redken. It was only one type. Like it was like the extra length was on Black Friday only, and everything else
Mm.
wasn't on sale. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm walking around, I'm doing a little shopping and, just trying to find some stuff. And then I just happened to like go down an aisle and I Googled like best foundation for oily skin. Cause I've been using the NARS light reflecting foundation. And by the end of the day, my face looks like an oil pan. Like
Mm.
even with me setting it, using setting powder, setting spray, everything, like I still come home and I'm just like the biggest oily mess in the world. But I was walking around and I googled it and it said that Tarte was 50% off their foundations.
Yes.
So I just happened to be like looking over at the face tape and an employee comes over and she was like, "Hey, can I help you?" I said, "Can you shade match me?" So she found me my shade and it was $20 for the bottle.
Love it.
And it's like a pretty decent sized bottle. And it's quite literally perfect. All I
Hey.
need is like a little goes such a long way. I use half a pump and it covers my entire face.
There you go.
She full coverage though. She mattifying and full coverage. So if you're
Mm.
looking for something mattifying and full coverage, highly, highly, highly recommend.
Now that's a good deal, 50%
Mm,
off. Like
mm,
that is a Black Friday deal,
period. I was so over these like 20% off. I'm like, so just like any other Tuesday.
basically. And like, okay, so maybe that equates to like free shipping. Like that
Right.
doesn't take enough off the price for me. I,
Exactly.
I think it's ridiculous.
Because then with the shipping, it goes back to the original cost
I know.
of what it would be without the 20% off
I
sale.
know. And I'm also like, please don't make me spend a certain amount unless the certain amount is like $20. Like, please don't make me spend $100 to get 40% off. Like,
Mm-hmm.
just don't do that to me. Like,
Right.
Publix has started doing these like buy two get one free. Like, please don't make me buy three.
Right.
Like, that's just a lot.
Right.
No.
I hate that.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like everyone has had grievances about Black Friday for at least the past, like, this is like the third year.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say maybe like every 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's been like a what the heck is this? People used to like stampede each other because TVs were 90% off.
Yeah.
But now it's just like it's just crazy.
It's so funny that videos like that are vintage. But that was happening when we
I
were kids. I
know.
remember my mom would do this thing, or she did it a couple of times on Black Friday, because I was born and raised in Atlanta, and this was back when I was in like elementary slash middle school, so we were still living here. And she would get a hotel room that was across from Lenox Mall, which is like the big mall here, and they have a freaking massive Christmas tree that's like on top of the mall. Like it was just so picturesque and beautiful. And we would go at like 11:50, walk across the street to the parking lot and wait until midnight to when like they open the doors to the mall. That will probably never happen again.
Nope.
I'm ill. Like I truly like every day I have like nostalgia sickness.
I don't know what it is. Literally nostalgia sickness. That's a perfect way to put it.
Yeah, you're right.
No,
It's
but
pretty
it's like
perfect.
it's literally like an illness.
Yes.
It's like this time next year, it's going to be the DSM-5 as a mental illness.
Hmm.
Constant need of nostalgic memories, like just wanting to decorate your house for Christmas in the nostalgic early 2000s way, or the oh, remember when we didn't have bills, or remember when gas wasn't $4 a gallon, or like, you know what I mean, just like little things like that. It's just wow.
It's actually like a pit in the stomach type of feeling.
Mhm.
Because also it's hard to think that we are so dedicated to reliving that. Like there's so many like even just accounts on TikTok that are 2000s vibes, like back in the day, like
God,
all
I
that kind of
know.
stuff. And it's
Like the
yes.
fact that back in the day is insane is used in the same sentence as 2000s makes me want
Mm.
to throw up.
Yep.
Like, I can't handle this right now.
It's kind of crazy. Gosh, I don't
I
know,
know, they're like early 2000s fashion. I'm like, I lived in that era, and what you're wearing is not
No,
2K, like, not Y2K.
no, like
It's
truly like the
not.
micro skirt. Like we really weren't wearing the micro skirts. Like we were wearing gauchos.
No. We were wearing gauchos with the t-shirt with the big monkey on it.
Yes, we were wearing like Bermudas, like plaid Bermudas.
Yes, the plaid Bermuda shorts with the matching polo shirts that you layered a lace cami underneath of it. And they were both different colors, but they were the same colors as the plaid shorts.
The plaid.
I remember
We
I
knew what we
had
were doing.
an entire drawer full of Abercrombie polo shirts. I had a
Yes.
polo shirt in every single color.
I would have been so jealous of you. Oh my gosh.
You would literally open up the drawer and they were all folded, like every single color.
Brittany, what did your mom take you to the mall every weekend? Like, how'd
Yes.
you acquire?
Yes. Like literally every Sunday it was me and my mom's thing. We would go to the mall.
Oh my gosh, I love
We would
it.
hit up Justice and well, limited to at the time, and Abercrombie. And that was when Abercrombie and Fitch were two different things. My
Mmm.
mom would not take me into Abercrombie and Fitch.
Dirty, nasty.
Yes, that was scandalous. That was like going into Spencer's now. You know what I mean?
Seriously.
Like
Yeah.
when you went into Abercrombie and Fitch, it was like half naked people up on the wall. And my mom's like, "You don't need to be seeing. Wait, you don't need to be seeing all that." You know?
Yeah, it
So then
was
I felt naughty every time I went
13.
in there.
Hmm.
Yeah. Little risque moment.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would have been so jealous of every single polo that you had. I remember being obsessed with the colored jeans from Abercrombie. Like, I had to have a red pair and a purple pair and a yellow pair and like a blue pair. And yeah,
I had a pair of
had
neon
to.
pink ones
Mm-hmm.
that I wore
Coolest kid in town.
religiously. My thing though was an Abercrombie polo,
Okay.
stretchy pearl necklace.
Okay.
Like obviously the pearls that don't have a clasp, you just like stretch it over your head.
Yeah.
I would wear a bump it.
Oh my gosh, you would wear a bump
I
it.
wouldn't wear the bump it. I would take a section of hair,
Okay.
oh my god. I'm gonna see if I can let me see if I still got it.
I fear I still do this to this day. It's like boop, twizzle, clip.
Uh-huh. Let's see if I still got it.
It is like that's so 2000s. I love it.
Like take the little piece of hair here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Take this little piece here. Make sure that it was all smooth in the back. Take it back like this. And then
Flat
whoop,
as a board.
whoop. But then I would get so mad when that would happen. So then I would do a little twist. And then, oh, I still got it, baby.
Beautiful.
Look at that. And I would stick a bobby pin, or I would stick a little clippity clip up top. Wow.
Flash from the past.
Literally, this is how, but then I would put a hair tie in and put a bow
Oh my gosh.
to
That's
match
cute.
to match the polo shirt
Obviously.
every time. I'm keeping my hair like this.
You were not to be messed with.
No.
Like, I know your fits 8 down.
Period.
8 down.
They ate down. I
Color
have a-
blocking, just like the whole thing.
Wow. Like, yes.
You were that girl. I like can't get over the fact like you probably had so many Abercrombie clothes. My mom was not much of a name brand shopper. Like I had those pairs of Abercrombie jeans. I had a few like you know the fitted Abercrombie tees that had like the lettering on it that was like kind of like rugged a little bit. Like I had some of those.
Yep.
Some of like Aeropostale. Oh my gosh. I used to
Oh
love
my
Aeropostale.
God. Remember those zip up jackets from Abercrombie? And the
Yes.
sleeves were quite literally like you had to jam it's almost like you had to put freaking lotion on and oil to jam your freaking arm through that. And then the
Yes.
hood was gigantic and fur. Like the hood was just like all of the fabric was in the hood.
Yeah.
It
Oh my
weighed
gosh, I forgot they were fur.
at least weighed half a pound
Yeah.
at that point with the fur line.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I had a navy blue one.
Amazing.
The memes, dude.
Like, it's just, and getting the catalog from the store, circling what you
Oh
want.
my gosh. Okay, that's more like it a little bit more poofed. It would
Mm.
definitely be like,
But see, like, that's still
it is cute. It
cutie.
is
You're
cutie, actually.
gonna start wearing your hair like that, I just know it.
Probably. Catch me
Yeah.
out the house with the Bump It special.
I love it. That's like one of my go-tos just because I have curly hair and my bangs like don't, they're always annoying me. So I
Right.
either do one of these numbers, like the,
Mm-hmm.
or like the,
You got to.
so cutesy.
It's a classic.
It's a classic. Did I ever tell you that I did like a Bump It commercial?
Oh, like an at home.
Yes.
Okay. In my head, I was like, you were in a Bump It commercial?
Yeah,
Like,
baby
first
Bump
you
It.
have an Emmy, and then you're in a Bump It commercial? That's crazy. That's so
Woo.
funny.
That would have been cooler than the Emmy, honestly.
I know. I'd be like, okay.
No, I like made one with my friend, and it's like one of my most cringe childhood memories because we like performed it in the living room as we
Period.
did, filmed it on the like flip camera. Like
Love it.
it was at my birthday party sleepover. So we like
Adorable.
worked on it all night. Had to like my parents had to like pause their show that they were watching in the living room, like, okay, Sophia, like show us what you worked on. And we like went full out. Like I still have the video of it. And I was the opening act. It was me and my friend Grace. I said,
Period.
bump your style with the new Hollywood Bump It. Get the Hollywood look 24/7. And then I think my friend was like, or get the double Bump It. Like double the bump, double the fun. Like what was
Okay.
going on?
Okay, Miss Marketing
Like
Queen. You were born to be what you were doing, babe.
I guess
She
so.
was an
Dude, I
influencer
should
before
post that.
influencers were a thing. Hello?
I should post it.
You
Oh my
should
gosh.
1000% post it.
Yeah, you're right. But
That is
like
hilarious.
we didn't even have bump its in. Like in the video. Like I have like a flat bob. But
Perfect. Not the
I
bob.
oh, a bob. Like and as a kid of divorced parents, like
Daggone it.
like if your dad took you to get your hair cut and he didn't tell your mom, like your mom would be pissed.
Oh, for sure.
Like it's a whole thing. It was the same thing with my dad and my mom. My dad and my stepmom always like cut my sister and I's hair and never told my mom. And like there was a moment where we came back to her house one day and we both had up to the chin bobs after previously leaving her home with like hair down to like past our shoulder.
If that happened to my child, I would riot.
Oh yeah. My mom was livid. I don't remember much of it. I just remember knowing that there was like a conflict and like my dad probably like talking crap about it or something.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, but like they fully looking back now, inches off of our hair.
That's
Did not ask
crazy.
our mom. Maybe they said they're getting a haircut, but like I did not want a bob. Like
Yeah.
no
Like,
like and my sister and
oh
even had
no.
bangs. She had bangs and a bob.
She got the Dora the Explorer
She
special.
got the double homicide. Like it literally was like shloop, like right under the chin, bangs, like it was so bad.
My mom used to, when I was a kid, I had the front bangs.
Uh-huh.
She used to put a round brush under my bangs and just hold the hair dryer on it. And then when she would take it down, it would go bloop, and she would send me to school. Straight hair. No sort of like angling down the side. It was
Oh.
just straight hair and just straight up shoop bangs. She would curl it with the round brush. My mom still uses the same round brush
Oh
to
my
this day.
gosh, I love it.
She uses the same round brush and the same hairbrush to this day. It is crusty dusty, but it works.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Facts. I mean, at this point, the bristles are like pointing north, south, east, and west, but at the same time, like, she uses it every single day. And I'm like, Queen, get a new brush, babe. I think it's time. I'm almost 30 years old. You've had that thing for over 30 years?
That's like such a mom thing to do. They
Absolutely.
just like, I don't need a new one.
She will use, like, I will never forget her hair dryer. she turned it on once and it started shooting out sparks. And she was just like, "Oh, it'll be fine." I'm like, "Mom, babe,
Queen.
you're girl, get yourself a new hair dryer. What are you doing?"
That's so funny.
I know.
Is she like into shopping? Because you said you guys went to the mall like every weekend.
Yes, we went to the mall all the
Is she
time.
like shopaholic? Like, I don't think
Oh,
you're a shopaholic, but like you love shopping.
100%. That's where
Okay.
I get my love for shopping from. My
Mm.
mom is 100,000% a shopaholic. There's
What
just
does
no
she
other way.
buy?
Like, she loves to buy jewelry.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
what she'll do is she'll buy, like, the necklace, bracelet, earring combo, and then she'll put it in a plastic baggie. And then if you open up, like, in her bedroom, she has this huge dresser. If you open up the top drawer, all it is little jewelry separators and baggies of jewelry
Oh my
combos.
gosh.
And it's all color coded, so she knows where it all is.
Amazing.
And she wears them all. So it's they don't just collect us. Like she will go through and she'll be like, "Oh, I know, like this type would look good with it." And she'll go and she'll be like, "This is the jewelry that I'm wearing with this outfit tomorrow."
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Yeah, and I gave her all of my old scarves because there was I went through a phase where I would find a scarf that matched every like the little infinity scarf.
Infinity. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big thing too. Remember those blanket
Oh,
scarves that were like this freaking huge? Okay, yes. So I definitely had a couple of those too, but I gave her all of my old infinity scarves that I don't wear anymore. So her thing is she will wear to work, she will wear slacks, a turtleneck, a cardigan, and then she will find jewelry to match, and she will find a coordinating infinity scarf.
oh my gosh, I love it. Is
So,
she like, does she dress super colorful?
yes,
Oh my
incredibly.
gosh.
Sometimes she'll call me, she'll be like, "Brittany, I'm wearing black slacks. What color would look good with black slacks?" She's like, sometimes she'll FaceTime me and she'll be like, "I'm thinking this color combo with this scarf, or maybe this with this scarf, or maybe I can switch out the scarves. What do you think?"
Love a queen who's like super into planning out her outfits. Nanny is the exact same way. Like she thinks about how her jewelry matches with her shoes, matches with her outfit. Like she takes pride in it.
She's iconic in
Nanny,
every way, shape, or form.
she's so funny.
I love y'all's relationship so much.
Aw, thank
It makes
you.
me miss my grandma so bad. So I love the fact that like y'all are so close.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people like it's sad, but the comments are like, you're gonna cherish this so much, like when she
Right.
passes. And I'm like, please
Right.
don't say
Like
that to
please don't
me.
say that. Like I don't need to for sure. Like I don't need to we're actually like cut the cameras. Like we're actually not doing that. Like,
Yeah, no, but she is literally born for the camera, one of a kind. She's a star. Actually, I was at an event for the med spa this weekend, and it was like a Christmas market. A girl came up to me and was like, "I recognize you from TikTok." I was like, "Oh my gosh." Probably the second sentence, "I love Nanny." Like,
amazing.
I know. I was like, "Oh my gosh, like this is it. Like
She's gonna
it's
eat this
starting.
up.
She is going to eat it up."
I love it.
Yeah, so Nanny's an icon. I think I'm about to go see her Thursday or something. She texted me she has a pre-Christmas present for me.
Adorable.
I'm not arguing.
Do you think it's something homemade or do you think she bought something for you?
Honestly, it could be either because she loves to cook when I come. Like
Right.
she loves to make a menu. She's also one of those people who like the food has to be served hot. So like don't say I'm getting there at 12:30 if I'm not getting there at 12:30 because like it
Her
has to be hot.
right.
Which for me, I'm like a very not good at being on time girl.
I feel
So
you.
like if I say I'm gonna be there at 12:30, like give me 30 minutes window, you
Oh
know?
my oh no. Really?
Well, like, okay, if I have to be somewhere, I will be there on time. But if I'm like just going to Nanny's,
I
like,
hear you. I okay.
you know,
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
yeah,
I'm picking up what you're putting
no, I'm
down.
not going to be late to something that's like actually important.
I hear you.
But yeah, no, she also just loves to give like little random gifts, like a candle or like a set of Tupperware or like just something, whatever. So it really could be anything. I'll film it.
Right.
I'll post it.
You have to. I'm gonna make my prediction. It's gonna be cookies.
Oh God, I hope.
It's
I
gonna be
hope.
some sort of cookie.
I gotta make her something and bring it over. Because I have all this sourdough like starter that's like
I
extra.
saw that you're on your sourdough journey.
Seriously.
I love that for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try again soon another loaf. People told me it was overproofed. I'm like, oh God, here we go. Like I
Right.
can't. Like I can't.
There were little
But
holes in it.
yeah, I don't know. I think overproof just means it's dense, but like I don't know. I feel like I would rather someone like call me fat and ugly than be like something you cooked was not right. Like I don't know why it hurts more. It hurts more.
Yeah, literally anytime that I cook for Alex, I'm like watching him take the first
Yes.
few bites and he's looking at me, he's like, "Baby, it's good." I'm like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Are you lying cuz I could bake you something else?"
Yeah. Yeah, like you can
But
tell me if it's not. Like don't tell me, just like keep saying yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
just say after every bite
Mhm.
so I know it's good.
Please. Yeah.
Please and thanks.
Um, oh wait, I was gonna ask you something
Yeah,
random.
give it to me.
Um, oh, okay. How often do you deep clean your house? Like, I'm
Not
talking
often enough.
like I remember you saying you cleaned your bathroom the other day, but do
Mhm.
you clean it like once every month or like what is it?
Yikes, maybe once a month, like deep clean.
Yeah.
Like I definitely keep it clean. Like I, if my shower's getting a little jacked up, then like I'll clean the shower. If like my toilet's getting a little dirty, I'll clean the toilet. But like I'm talking like get on my hands and knees and like scrub once a month.
Mm. I don't even think that I do that, honestly. Like, I don't do it enough. Like, I'm a very, oh, this is so bad. But, like, if it looks clean, I'm good. Like, if I've cleaned the toilet, wiped off the counter, taken out the
Hmm.
trash, let's, like,
We're
that's,
chilling.
yes. I've been getting so many videos on my For You page of women who are like, this is how to clean your bathroom. Like, go step by step. Like, start with the shower. Like, take off the shower curtain. You can wash them. Did you know that?
There's some that you can wash, yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess I didn't look into like if all of them can be washed. I guess I should probably read the tag. But she just like threw that baby in the washer. I was like, "Oh my gosh, genius." Like the
Right.
liner and whatever. I'm
Oh
like, "Okay,
wow.
yeah, yeah,
I just buy a new liner.
I me too."
If it gets jacked up, I throw it out. I'm like, if there's like soap scum or
Yes.
whatever it's called, it's going in the trash. Like the second that I start seeing spots, it's in the garbage.
I know.
And I
Apparently you
just buy
can
a new one.
wash
They're like
them.
$2 from
Yeah.
like why would I wash it? You know what I mean? Like it would be one thing if the liners were like the heavy duty ones and like yeah,
Mhm.
for sure probably wash it, but I just get the cheap plastic ones.
Yeah, mine are probably the cheap ones too, honestly.
Yeah.
I just never knew like that it was a possibility. So maybe I'll try it this time. But I'm definitely guilty of just like buying a new one.
Oh, for sure.
Which I don't know how people are going to take that. But it's not often enough. Okay, I can tell you that. It's not like I bought 10 liners since I've lived here. I'm on my
Right.
second one, okay?
Hey, that's all right.
Um but yeah, she like goes through step by step like this is how you like take the shower apart, like take the things off, like wash off your products like because if you wash off the shampoo bottle and the conditioner or whatever, it will actually prevent like more buildup and more soap scum than just like wiping the base of the
That's
like
too much work.
tile or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, and then she's like, and then do the floors and like then do the blah, like do the toilet last. And I love them. I save them every time. I don't know if I'll ever reference them,
Right. Like actually
but
commit to like the
yeah.
bit. I don't blame you.
I'm honestly grossed out by my own bathroom. Like I don't know, I don't know why I live like that. Truly, like I don't even like to walk on the floors like without socks on. I'm like,
Oh
ooh,
yeah.
I'm like tiptoeing around.
Right. Like anytime that I get out of the shower, I have two little shower pads. I
Mhm.
step from one to the other. I
Yes.
just feel like stepping on the floor when I'm out of the shower is just dirty. And then I have
Yes.
my slippers in there too.
Mhm.
So
Oh yeah.
that's the vibe. I don't know. I mean, like as I mean I guess like washing your because I bought a new shower curtain and it's fabric, so
Uh,
yeah, it's almost like a quilt looking kind of thing.
cute.
So it's definitely you can definitely wash that. But like as far as like the plastic liner goes, no, I'm chucking it and getting a new one. You know what I mean? Like I just get the super cheap ones from Target. They're like $5 a pop, like, and they last forever
Mhm.
if you take care of your shower. I'm like, if you once you get out of the shower, make sure your curtain isn't squished all the way to one side. Like, put it back and spread it out after you get out of the shower, and you should be good for a hot minute.
Yeah, definitely the curtain is key. Like if it is all squished together, you're right. It'll
Yeah,
like get
because I went
musty.
through a phase where I did that.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually I like wasn't really paying that much attention. And then I looked down and I went, yikes. So I ended up throwing the curtain and the thing away. Because I was like, this is just too much. I was like, I don't even want to wash that. Like, it's not even worth it at that point.
Right.
So I just threw it away and got a brand new one. And now I've gotten a lot better at getting out of the shower and immediately closing the curtain.
Yeah.
But washing your products, that's a lot.
I know.
That's
She
a
like and then she takes
lot.
like this like it looks like a toothbrush tool and like goes up all the lines of the grout like all in the tile and like you're supposed to like just even wash off the wall of the shower. Like did you know that? Like
What I do is I have this spray that I just spray along the walls and let it soak, and then I turn my water on and go and just
yeah.
wash it off. And then I bought myself like a scrub daddy, but like
Yes.
specifically for my shower.
Mm-hmm.
And then if there's any like buildup on the grout, I just scrub it off
I
with the
love
scrub
scrub
daddy.
daddies.
It's perfect.
They're the only what are they called? Like sponges to
Sponges?
me that don't gross me out. Like those ones that have like the classic square kitchen sponge that like always stays a little soft and then like dries up like a sponge.
Ew.
It's so disgusting.
Yes.
And the smell. Like scrub
Yikes.
daddies, they're so elite. I love it. I think those were like a Shark Tank thing or something,
They
right?
were, yeah. Good for
Iconic.
them. Now they have scrub mommies.
I know. I bought like the Easter pack. There's like a scrub
Oh,
bunny.
cute.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of what I wanted to ask you is like how often do you deep clean your place?
Not
Yeah,
enough.
me either.
I do go
Truly.
through phases where I vacuum a lot because I lose, like, because when you like brush your hair, you don't realize how much hair is falling on the
Oh
ground.
my gosh, yes.
So then I go over with a vacuum and then I can see what's getting sucked up in the little thing that's in the back. And I'm like, how am I not bald?
Seriously. I have to like cut the hair out of my vacuum.
Yep. It's
I
a rite of
honest
passage.
Oh yes, I thought it was broken. Like I was ready to give it away. And probably Chris was like, Sophia, like there is an entire head of hair inside of your vacuum right now. Like the bristles
Right.
can't even be seen.
Like
Yeah.
it can't rotate because of the amount of hair.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy. But you're right, it's a rite of passage. Like as a girl I will shed.
And I remember one time I turned on my vacuum and it would just like, it would turn on for like maybe 5 seconds and then it would just completely shut off and it would start to blink.
Mm.
And I was like, what the heck? And I like put it on because I have one of those like self-emptying vacuum cleaners. So then I would put it back on the base, let it charge for like 2 hours, and then I would take it off, do the same thing, it would shut off. And I was like, is the battery going bad? Like, what's happening? I made a story on my TikTok back when you could make a story and people could comment under your story instead of having to like swipe up and reply like on Instagram.
I didn't know they changed it.
Yeah, so I posted a story back when it was at like the OG kind of format, and somebody was like, that means that it's obstructed
Oh.
because there's like a little, because like where the bottom is and where it connects to the tube, there's like a tube that kind of goes like this, that curves a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So lo and behold, I take it apart and I look through, and there is a wad of hair about yay big. I said no, and like a stick. I'm like, why is there a stick? So I can't remember what I took, but I think I took something like, long, and I started poking it. And lo and behold, I pulled out that big old chunk of hair, and my vacuum cleaner miraculously started to work again.
Good as new.
I know. I was about to call because it's a Shark, and I was about to call Shark and be like, I've had this for less than a year. What happened?
Oh,
But
I think I remember you posting that story because you do have it's a nice vacuum,
it's a
right?
nice vacuum. And I was
Yeah.
like, what is going on? Like, it's been charging, like the filters are good. Like, what's happening right now? It's making me want to vacuum.
I don't remember. Oh, you mentioned TikTok and this made me think about it. Have you noticed they have this new feature where you can't save the video without the watermark?
Yeah,
And if you do want to save the video without the watermark, you have to post it.
you have to post it. Criminal.
Why? Like, why can't they just let us have a few things? Just a
I
few
know.
things.
Just one thing. That's it. I'm like, because editing in TikTok is so simple to me now
Mm-hmm.
that sometimes I'll like to just edit in TikTok.
Yes.
But lately, like even me announcing my engagement video, I edited everything to a T perfectly. And then I went to click save and it said, and then that little thing popped up and I went, you're kidding. So what I ended up doing is I ended up like typing out the caption that I wanted and then uploading so I can only see it.
Private. Okay.
Yeah. So then when I wanted it to post, I just made it public. And I was like, that's just so frustrating because
It's
then when it posts, it says like, when I posted it, it was like 7 hours ago. I'm like, I mean, granted, I could have easily just uploaded the one that's saved on my phone, but whatever.
they
Whatever.
just can't like.
They're
It's just
making
really
it
annoying.
so much more difficult than it needs to be. Because you know, people are going to upload it to private and then just delete it right afterwards.
Yes.
Like, it's so stupid. And they're just like encouraging people to use like CapCut or like some other third party.
Truly.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, I was shocked when I saw that. I'm like, what's the reason for this? And also, you're still giving us an option of how to save it without the watermark. It's obviously like they just want people to post is
Oh,
what
for
it comes
sure.
down to. That and taking away the mentions, that pissed me off. I'll be honest. I'm still not over
Facts.
that.
Yeah. Where it
Because
could be
think
like
of
in blank others.
yes, and like think of all the videos that you've mentioned people in and now it just doesn't exist. So like if you go back to those videos, there's nothing. Like it doesn't even put it in the comments like who you tagged and stuff.
That's crazy.
That and like as a creator, like sometimes brands will be like, "Oh, send us videos of like when you use this product." Like Redken, like when before we had this deal, they were like, "Send us videos of you using the Redken whatever." And so I was able to go back and like see all the videos I mentioned Redken in.
Mm-hmm.
If they asked me to do that now, I would literally have to watch every single video all the way
That's
through
way too
just to see.
much.
Too
Right.
much.
Right. Just to
No.
see which ones you used.
It's like,
Or go back through your camera
why?
roll and fingers crossed that you remember something.
I know, dude.
That's just, it's, like in the grand scheme of things, and you're thinking about it from the outside, being like, oh, first world problems. But at the same time, it's like when this is your livelihood and that's just one more thing to inconvenience you.
It's just, yeah, it's just a ridiculous edit that they've made an update. Same thing with the photo booth, or not photo, the photo app on Apple or on the iPhone. Have you
Oh,
noticed
yeah,
like
your
the
photos.
new?
I haven't updated my phone yet.
Oh, lucky you.
I know.
What have they done? Like someone needs to be fired over it, I'm telling you. Like it makes
Like, I'm
no
scared. Like,
sense.
I'm scared too. I have not updated my phone.
Dude, don't.
I'm too scared to. Everybody's like, this is a hack to get your photos back to how they were before the
Oh yeah.
update. So they're like, and everybody's complaining, being like, what happened? Like, what is this? And now I'm scared.
Literally, it's so bad.
My phone is gonna just update by itself one day, and I'm gonna wake up and look at my photos and be like, no.
It's gonna ruin your day.
Oh God, dude. I'm not looking forward to it. Tag
I
on it.
I just don't like, but this is a common annoyance and like grievance from people so bad that I'm like maybe just maybe they'll listen to us one time
Right.
and in the next update they'll change it back like maybe. But also they probably are like we don't care.
No, literally. They're probably like, we gotta check for this.
Don't care. Literally like
Like,
you're still gonna buy it though.
but who's waiting in line to get the new iPhone?
Literally who's asking their mom for the AT&T code so they can go ahead and order it.
Oh my God, what was the code sent to your phone?
Seriously.
That is so real.
Seriously.
I fear that my phone might be finally crapping out on me.
Which one do you have?
13 Pro Max.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's been so good to me. It's like, it's been so good to me, but I fear it's crapping out finally.
Why? What are the symptoms?
Randomly, it'll just say, SIM does not exist.
No.
So then I have to take my phone case off, open my earring, poke it, blow on it, stick it back in, and then it works again.
The earring is so real.
Oh, I know. Random. Like randomly it'll go, no SIM. No SIM. And then like the battery is just completely shot.
Oh,
I'll be on my phone for 30 minutes tops. 100 to 65 immediately. I'm like,
crazy.
daggone it. I'm like, I cannot handle this right now. Oof. It is what it
Dang.
is. I know.
I think they sabotage us with that too. Like
They
they
have
make
to. Oh, 100%. They do it on purpose so you have to upgrade.
I know.
It's not proven, but that's like my one conspiracy theory.
Oh, I agree 100%, especially the battery. Like there's just no way.
Right?
There is no way. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'll let you go, but it was so fun to talk to you, Queen. Oh,
I
I told
know.
people on my TikTok that you're coming in January.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Surprise. Part two.
yeah, I'm so
I'm
excited.
so excited to be there.
Yay.
I know.
I hope
How
well, I don't
fun.
want it to snow because it might like mess up your travel, but it would be so
True.
cute if it was like snowing
That would
and
be
we could have like cozy, comfy.
adorable. Aw. With your big windows so we can see the snow come
Yes.
down.
And we could see
Wow.
like all the trees covered in snow. That would be so
I
cute.
have not experienced snow in a few years, so that would be
It's time.
that'd be pretty nice.
Just saying.
Just just throwing that out there. Don't
Oh
know what
my
that
gosh.
was.
Okay, that reminded me of Grace O'Malley's accent.
Yes.
I'm upset with her. I'm upset with Brianna.
Me too, Loki.
I mean, because you saw the thing about the podcast, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She basically did what Zach did to her, to
Right.
Grace.
Yep. I was like, daggone. Blindside.
Yes.
what are you doing, babe?
I know.
And I honestly I don't know. I think this might be a severely hot take.
Okay.
Like severely.
All right.
I think Brianna is milking the breakup.
Is she still talking about it? I don't follow her.
Yes. She's milking it. She's making like merch. She's
Oh, you're
doing
kidding. I didn't
like
know that.
she's wearing because I follow her spam account
Uh-huh.
because she has like her main verified one and then she has the spam and I follow the spam and she's been wearing a camo sweatshirt and camo sweatpants and on the back of the camo sweatshirt it says how lucky are we because Zach Bryan's song how lucky are
Mm-hmm.
we how are we and I'm like I mean I get it like secure the bag and like profit off of it you know she turned down $12 million or however much it was but like I don't know.
Don't give him the satisfaction.
Yeah, it's kind of like that might be a hot take, so forgive me. Like, don't get me wrong, what happened to her was horrific.
Mm-hmm.
And like the fact that she is openly talking about it and she did there was a moment that was actually adorable. She was like crying because she was getting DMs from dads being like, I finally have something to talk to my teenage daughter about.
Aww.
And like oh I'm finally having something to talk to my younger sister about like dudes reaching out being like thanking her for like talking about it so they could talk about it and have something in common to speak on
Yeah.
so it's like I love that and I love the fact that like she might be just saying like signs and then maybe if somebody's in a relationship like that then it's like oh these are signs to look out for like
Yeah.
that's great but I'm like
It's been like weeks
it comes to
now.
a point it comes to
Yeah.
a point
Definitely so good on
I
her for
fear
speaking out.
for
But
sure.
as a girl, I'm like, you gotta let that man go.
You gotta just let it go and let it ride,
Let
dude.
it exactly.
Like, you gotta, like, let the opportunities come and then just, like, do your own thing.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure that Dave Portnoy did a second like diss track.
Diss track. Yep.
That I also thought in that moment I was like, okay,
This is just too
too
much.
much.
The first one should have been, like, okay, we gotta take it down for copyright, but, like, the sound is trending on TikTok and people
Yes.
know about it. Like, it's a thing. It's gonna be a wave, and then people are gonna make a lot of money off of it. Done. Fine. But then once they did it again, I was like, I mean, that's like kind of petty, but also like a tad bit excessive.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I mean, obviously, not everybody knows everything that happened,
Right.
so I can't speak on quite literally everything that happened. But personally, I just feel like it comes to a point.
I agree. And I'm very interested to see how it plays out with Grace and what she
Me too.
decides to do, because she posted a kind of cryptic Instagram story basically being like, okay, didn't realize that like our podcast had come to an end, and she was planning on like rebranding it because she never told me, question mark. And like she also said she was incredibly shocked when it happened. Like I had no warning. Like so Brianna, I guess,
Wild.
must have never even hinted. And then Brianna saying it's ending. I'm like assuming that that's how Grace found out. So yeah, it seems pretty much exactly like how the breakup went with Zach. And at that point, that's still fresh enough to like, you can't forget how that felt. Like,
Did
how
you
could
see
you do that
that
to her?
Bree posted like a follow up
Oh
Instagram
no.
story? There was like a follow up or something, like clarifying some things or
Oh,
whatever.
what'd she say?
I can't, oh God, I cannot remember. But she was just like, guys, like, just to clarify some stuff. Apparently, like, she is also stepping away from Plan Brie. And, like, she's just, like, rebranding it and having other people on it or
Okay.
something.
So she's like kicking Grace off though.
But she's not even going to be on it either.
Brianna?
Yeah.
Oh,
Something like that. Don't quote me on it.
okay.
I'm about to Google it.
Who knows? I can tell this though.
But honestly, I don't care that much. I'm not gonna Google
I
it.
can tell that Grace is hurt. Like I can
Oh, for
tell
sure.
that, yeah,
Yeah.
she's not loving. I mean, that had to have been really hard as a best friend, like watching your best friend go through that and
Yeah.
probably seeing it crystal clear.
That's crazy. I cannot even imagine.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just a little follow up on that. I don't know. It was something about you talking in that Boston accent.
The Boston accent.
Yeah. All right, babe. Love you.
Love you. Love y'all.
Love you guys.
Thanks for listening.
Yes, this was a fun one. We'll see you next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.